All right, guys, here at the first national championship here in Ohio, and this man got top 32 with the only Universe 7 deck.
I think so. I'm not sure. I didn't see any others, though.
And he ended up losing very sadly in the first round of Top Cut.
Yeah.
And he'll talk about his experience and what he played and then all the text and things, and explain basically why he plays certain cards.
All right, so I guess I'll start with the deck. The leader is... Oh.
Look at this beautiful thing he got.
So the leader is U7 Frieza. It's very simple. You just, on your turn, discard a U7 to draw 2 cards. And then on the back side, it untaps 2 mana. And then on the back side, you discard a card that's U7, draw 2 cards, and then tap down one of your opponent's cards. So if they have a regular blocker without barrier, you just tap it down and you can get through it. What's really nice about this leader is you don't have to attack your opponent to draw cards. And so you don't attack your opponent until you win the game. So I run 4 Ready to Fight Gokus. It's a 1-drop. When you play it, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and you add a Universe 7. The nice thing about the Frieza and most of the other Universe 7 leaders is Warrior of Universe 7 says they have no specified cost. So you can run a lot of black cards, a lot of random colors, off colors, and it doesn't actually affect your mana very much at all. Okay. Then I run 4 Roshis because you have to negate attacks, and he's yellow. So he's very nice. 4 of the Backbone Super Combo. And then I play 2 Indomitable Link Piccolo, and his targets are 2 blue, 2 red, and 1 green. So what this card does is, they're all Universe 7. When you play this card, you get to search your deck for a Son Gohan Adolescence that costs 3 or less. So playing this card lets you toolbox in your deck, and your tools are green, blue mana, green removal, or red draw. So you can come back from Cell, Chain Zeno, crazy things that discard your hand down. This card is super useful for that. This just taps for mana or you discard it. And this lets you remove a blocker or something scary on a turn that you're not trying to go for the win.
A lot of powerful 4-drops or less.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of powerful 4-drops. Like At All Costs Vegeta is another one that it can just remove. So I really like this Piccolo package. It's worked really well for me. I run 1 of the barrier blocker, Piccolo, just in case I played against the mirror match. I did not play against the mirror match, so this card tapped for blue mana.
Yep.
I play 4 Crisis Crusher Son Goku. This card is amazing. Against Storm, it's alright. It mitigates maybe 2 damage because they can't swing with their Bardock. Where this card really shines, though, is when you're playing against something like Hercule, or Androids, or Pan, a deck that uses a 1-drop to awaken. Because you just play this card, and they can't attack with those cards. They can't take their life, they can't awaken, and then when you get to your combo turn, they're at 8 life, or they're at 7 life, and the match is just free. I played against 1 Hercule yesterday, he opened 2 Pan, I opened Crisis Crusher. So he did not awaken. Very good card. For my Overrealms, I play 2 Time's Choice Supreme Kai of Time. I think this card is leagues better than Time Patrol Trunks. And the reason is it looks at 3 cards instead of 2, and you're usually adding a battle card with this effect anyway. And then it puts the other 2 on the bottom. It does not shuffle your deck. So this really works very nicely in conjunction with your leader and with your Goku. So if you sequence things correctly, you leader first, draw 3 cards. Then, Time's Choice Supreme Kai of Time, look at 3 more cards. That's 6 cards, the 2 go to the bottom, deck doesn't shuffle. You play the Goku, look at, oh, I'm sorry, he draws 2, so you're at 3, 5. Then you look at Goku and it gives you 8. So you looked 8 cards deep in your deck that turn.
In 1 turn, yeah.
In 1 turn to try and find the victory strike. So this card is very important. On the turn you awaken, you can actually look at 15 if you have Representative in your hand. Then I play 1 of this adorable little Bardock here. Burst Energy Super Saiyan Bardock. What this is it's an Overrealm 4 for 1 mana. Auto, when you play this card with Overrealm, he gets plus 10k, and he can attack active mode battle cards this turn. So, against Androids, they play the 17 that's a barrier blocker. They don't have a lot of cards in their hand because they can't awaken because Crisis Crusher. So you just play this Bardock and you swing on their 17. He's 30k, you just combo a couple things into it to make sure it dies, and then you can swing with Victory Strike in the same turn because you have 1 extra mana left over when you play the Victory Strike combo. So this gets through barrier blockers, and that's why this card is so good. He also threatens things like Vegito and Deadly Defenders as well, and if they use a King Vegeta surprise attack, you don't care if this dies. So it's very nice. I really enjoyed teching one of these in the main deck all weekend. This card put in work. It won me several games. For 4 drops, I play 2 at all cost Vegeta. Sometimes you win with this card, not often. He does tap for blue mana. He's a Universe 7. It comes up.
I love that card.
Everybody loves that card. Shinron really loves that card. Alright, for the Goku package, I play 2 of the Dash Pack Goku, 3 of the Spirit Bomb Goku, 3 of the Universe 7 Hope, the 8-drop, and then, of course, 1 Victory Strike. So
same thing I run, yep.
Yep. So, I really prefer 4 and 4, but because Storm is around, this card combos for 5k, so it sort of just replaces the other 2. Also, this is nice against androids. If they put you to 3 life, this card costs 4 mana, and you can combo off on turn 4. Because you just tap your 4 for this card, awaken your leader, untap 2, and then just, whoop, there you go. Also, this card is really good when your opponent doesn't see things coming. One round today I played against Shinron Veggies. Yesterday. They put me at 3 life when I was on 2 mana, so I draw for turn, charge my 3rd mana, objection the 4th mana, swing with leader, double Sensu Bean to untap both of those, then play this, awaken, untap 2 energy, and go off. And so I victory struck him out of nowhere, and he did not see
for 4 energy.
For 4 energy, yeah. Starting on 3 energy.
That's pretty broken.
So what's really nice about this deck is you have games so often, you just have to figure out how to get there. So that's it for the battle cards. For the extra cards, I play 4 Sensu Bean because you have to. I play 3 Objection because you don't need this as often as you would think you would. Dende is everywhere, and if you Objection against a Shinron deck and they Dende you, they are taking all of your energy. It is very sad to see that happen. So I didn't want to rely on this card too much. So I only played 3 of it. And it worked just fine all weekend. Then for the yellow cards, I play 2 Crusher Balls, 2 Bad Ring, and 1 Universe 7 Representative.
So I was playing 1 before, and then I went up to 2 or 3, and I realized, like, you really don't need that many of them.
So the way this card works is it's just very simple. If you play this on turn 1, it's more than likely going to miss. You want to save this for the turn you awaken, because your deck is very low. You want this card to act as a second copy of Victory Strike. And the only way it's going to do that is if you make it statistically that way. So, let's just real quick.
That makes a lot of sense, just the way you worded it.
Yep.
It makes a lot of sense because your deck's so thin, you have like 12 cards left.
Yep, and then it works greatly. And then I mentioned earlier that you can look at the top 15 cards of your deck
in one turn.
Your awaken turn. So you play this, you draw 1 card. Your leader is going to draw you 4 more cards, 2 on each side, so that's 5. Then you've got the time. She looks at 3, so that's 8. And then, because she doesn't shuffle, because none of that shuffled, when you play this, that's 7 more. You're looking at the top 15 cards of your deck for Victory Strike. If he is there, you will more than likely get him. As far as Crusher Ball goes, it's nice in theory to stop the big cards, but most of them have Deflect these days. So what this really does is it taps down a barrier blocker when they try to play it.
There you go. Yeah.
And then you just Victory Strike. And Bad Ring because you have to. Mafuba is dangerous. Yeah, Bad Ring's a good card. Play it.
And your side's important, so.
Yep, for the side deck. So I side an extra Bardock because people put in barrier blockers almost immediately. I side 2 Dende for the Shinron match. It's not that amazing, but if you can just take 1 energy from them, then you can get back on top if you went second. And that can really get you there, because against the Gogeta Shinrons, it really is a dice roll, whoever gets to turn 5 first. 2 Mafuba. In theory, this is very nice against things like Gogeta and things like Vegeta when they give it with the Shinron effect, their leader. But they normally have a Bad Ring. A lot of the good versions of it anyway play yellow so they can Bad Ring. I did yesterday, though, off the 3 cards I drew off Gogeta, draw the Mafuba, so that was very nice. I side 2 Nimbus for Storm, I side 2 of the 5-drop Frieza and 2 of the 7-drop Frieza. So the 5-drop Frieza goes in against androids because they have a lot of blockers, they have a lot of barrier blockers. This helps you tag them down. Also swings on the Deadly Defender 18s without fear of losing something important to a King Vegeta. The 7-drop only goes in if you're playing against Janemba, because it gives you an alternate win condition. I don't think the main deck needs these cards. They're just heavy. They're not your goal. If on turn 5 you play this instead of Victory Strike, that's not that amazing, honestly. And I know it seems like Victory Strike isn't very common, but of all my games yesterday, only 3 of them did I not use Victory Strike. As long as you play everything and sequence everything correctly, you have a very good chance of getting to it. I play 1 Bardock for Storm, for Veggies, for anything that just spams the board. 2 Keely Zone for Crusher Balls, because if you Crusher Ball the 5-drop before I'm able to untap the mana, my turn just sort of ends because I can't bad ring it yet. So that comes up. And then the last card in the side deck, the best card in the side deck, Broly, the Rampaging Horror.
Why do you play this card?
Because I refuse to write a deck list without this card on it.
This is his favorite card. Some flavor. Thank you for the deck profile, and we'll see you guys next time.